I was at JGR the first year we had this new race car, the new next-gen car at the road courses, and we had zero of it figured out, and we ran about 30th all day. So car definitely makes a difference.
You know, with technology now, they're doing live at telling you what other drivers are doing. As you can see that, do you guys adapt to that during the race, or do you just run your own race?
No, you can definitely adapt to that stuff. Last week at Chicago, we were struggling in some of the areas of the racetrack, and they would just kind of give me some feedback on some of that and tell me what other guys were doing that was making them good in those areas or sections of the track, and you would try to put that into your driving and change up what you were doing a little bit in order to be better, and it seemed to improve our lap time. So you're always trying to figure that out, and you're not always the smartest of being able to know how to go through certain areas, and so having somebody else's way of doing it might help you.
Yeah, great, thank you.
What skill does SVG have that makes him excel on road and street courses?
I'm not sure exactly. I know that a lot of good road course racers have been good, but he's been able to capitalize on those and be able to win on those. I think he's just grown up doing it, I believe. I mean, just the longevity of it all, but we've also had others that have been here that have grown up just doing that as well. So I don't know. He's just really, really good. He has the heel toe method, I know. So for me to try to figure that out, it would be until my retirement before I'm even 10% as good as he is at it. So that's out the window.
And that's because that's not something you've done growing up.
Yeah, no, I like the switching over from, I'm a left foot braker, so the switching over to your right foot to brake and then turning your ankle sideways and gassing while pushing the clutch in, that's all very, very convoluted and way above my pay grade.
Thank you.
Well, now your son's racing too. Do you get him trained for Sonoma earlier? How do you do certain things with his racing?
Yeah, I mean, the road course stuff is probably the biggest thing that we're behind on with his development. We do a lot of the dirt stuff, a lot of the pavement stuff, but the road course stuff hasn't really been a priority. So need to get more into that. But karting, your left foot braking and that stuff. So it's not until he gets to bigger stock cars where that stuff kind of comes into play.
Do you think you'll send him to Europe like Sillage did in Keelan Harbors and those guys?
I don't think so. No, I think there's enough stuff over here and enough training courses over here and things like that where I can be helpful as well to him that we can kind of go do some of that. I remember Bondurant was a big piece of what I was able to do and having a lot of fun being able to do that and getting used to everything. So that's definitely an option. There's plenty of other race series that you could get into and get involved in order to get those experiences.
Was Dover a place that you liked from the get-go?
Yeah, I always enjoyed Dover. Dover was a cool place. I remember one of my first Busch Series starts was there in the 87 car. I think that was my second or third race, and unfortunately there was a checkup on a restart and I clobbered my nose, but it was always a fun place to go and challenge yourself and attack really hard.
Major channel announcement. Do you love NASCAR coverage? Well, as part of Frontstretch building its platform, we're now offering an option for paid subscribers. For just $3.99 a month, you'll be rewarded with exclusive content you can't find anywhere else. Beyond the cockpit interviews as soon as they drop. More of the pit road and bullpen weekend content that keeps you coming back to see the who's who of NASCAR explain all of their on and off track conduct. We'll even be doing some Where Are They Now pieces, taking a look at former drivers and owners that made an impact on the sport. Want more direct contact with your favorite Frontstretch reporters? No problem. We'll give you a chance to communicate directly with monthly Q&As. Your questions are what drives us to find answers. That's why we're here. The best seat at the track and the best view on the net for all of your quality motorsports coverage. Come take the green flag with us.